Hmm. Oh boy, nobody's showing up today, man. We're doing this live. We're live and in effect. Got some sweet news to give. Ain't nobody coming. If they don't come in a minute, I'm gonna just start talking here. Okay. Okay. 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, guys. I told you guys I was going to come back to you guys if I had some quick news. I do have some quick news. Iraq is in its final compliance to join SWIFT. That's why the money supply going over there has been a bit slow. Hey, Carolyn. Everybody's been worried about the Iraqi dinar valuation. It has devalued since the beginning at about 20%. And then ever since mid November, it's devalued for about another 10%. While that may not seem like it's huge, being able for them to figure out why this is happening. Why? Because the United States had stopped allowing uh, United States American citizens from our banks to send money over to Iraq. It called, hey, what's going on? What's going on? See you. Hey, Nisi, how are you? That's my niece right there, y'all. Tanya. Tayana. Sorry if I said it wrong. Tayana? Yeah. Now, with that, I want you guys to understand they have been at a fixed rate in the marketplace now for a couple days. It got as high as about 1,600 this week. It stabilized back down to about 1,570 at the end of the week. But the major thing to note here is that they have been complying with SWIFT so they can send money from the United States to Iraq because they're trying to access the funds. If everybody remembers back in November when Saleh did the speech and he was like, hey, release our funds, we were able to manage our own money. Ever since then to now, last November to now, they have been in compliance trying to figure out how they can get the money sent over because Iraq was not compliant with SWIFT. Once Iraq got compliant with SWIFT, it had to have an ACH, an automatic clearinghouse, in there to be able to settle those things in real time. And when they created the clearinghouse, then they had the gateway system, which is called GS Gatepay. GS Gatepay is the one that also is going to produce their central bank digital dollar, as well as their real-time settlement issues. Oh, I'm having an awesome day, honey. Tyler, Texas in the house. Good to see you. You guys following me here? They've already sent money. Iraq's already got money out of the Fed to Iraq from the oil remittance on SWIFT. They are compliant with SWIFT. That means they have an ACH. ACH is not compiled just for a region. If you're part of the automatic clearinghouse system, they already had about 9 banks involved in it. That means what they're doing is they're setting up so that they can transfer money in real time, not just within their own borders with the citizens. Using a debit card, they get their money instantly. Using a credit card, it takes 1 or 2, 3 days to get it. But don't you get it with the how do you say that? With the stock exchange going live? Get me what I'm saying here. They have an ACH forward. That means people from around the world now can jump in and out of GS Gatepay and make payments. With all of that happening, folks, they can do it now. They are compliant with SWIFT now with 9 banks. The currency is already being able to send through SWIFT. Feds have already approved it. The only thing that we're waiting on, folks, is compatibility. It needs to be convertible. That's why I said at the speed of light rail. Well, that was kind of a play on words. If you guys have been keeping up with the news, you already know they've removed the barricades from the green zone. They're taking the barricades out of where all the fancy homes where the politicians live, and they took the barricades and they've redone the ISX exchange. Why? Because that's part of being open for business. They want that light rail system to go through one end of Baghdad to the other, like any other huge developing nation. And guess what? That is the way to the promised land. Once we know that the currency is fully convertible, next comes the rate. Then we all get what we want. If you're looking for rate change, if you're looking for stock change, you're right in the game because people are already going to get a jump start on the people who are doing exchanges because the whole world will be able to go into the ISX through their app when it's upline and doing correctly, and we will all be able to see the prosperity that has been blessed upon us. I want to again give a major shout out to all the Iraqi YouTubers. I wish you guys all the wealth in the world, all the hope in the world. And remember what they said way back in 012 about their currency. This is just a little hint. I never talk rates. They made a deal with Kuwait. Remember this. With the ACH coming, with PS Gateway on board, with them sending it through the DOJ, with the final ascension work going through the WTO, guess what? They made a deal in 012 with Kuwait. And I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm going to sign off. Let everybody check this out. They made a deal with Kuwait. They couldn't be but a few pennies higher, few pennies lower than Kuwait's currency value. Now, why would that be the only country that they mention currency value with? And all of these things, they made a deal. NATO, WTO, everybody made a deal with Iraq. Your currency can't be valued higher than Kuwait's, only by a couple cents above or a couple cents below. Y'all, with all that going on, I know you're going to have to watch this 2 or 3 times. I think it's better for me just to jump in and jump out. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Shout out the Noble Institution. Anybody looking for a good mattress, I'm telling you, these guys are awesome. I just got one. Go to Mattress Makers of Oklahoma. The website's up. Fast, easy to do. You can buy a bed, get it delivered to your home in a couple days. It's awesome. Well, hey, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys don't do anything crazy. 29th's coming up pretty quick. The final ascension is going to come pretty quick. They're compliant with SWIFT. I can't say enough good things. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. Have an awesome day.